Back on our show, Don Fields is back with us. Of course, it is Friday.
Uh-oh.
Guy stuff today with
Guy
no Francis.
stuff.
like
No
it.
Francis.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk guy stuff all day. You know, but you know that's kind of important.
Oh, before we get going,
Yeah.
Mayweather, Pacquiao. Who are you going with?
I hate
Have you
to
been
say
following
it.
it much?
I hate
though?
to say this, but I'm going to tell you, I don't think anybody can beat Mayweather.
I'm
He's
kinda with
too
you.
much. It's the sweet sport.
Sweet
It's
science.
The sweet science, and he's got it.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he just
Hard to hit
has
him.
it. The only advantage, in my opinion, that Pacquiao has is that he's getting older, and it's Mayweather's getting older.
True, he is older than
He is
Pacquiao.
older,
Yeah.
so eventually that age catches up to you. I mean, whether you like it or not,
yeah.
it does.
We know.
Yeah. And when
No,
that-
we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No.
No, we don't.
People.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, guy
So,
stuff.
Guy stuff. And you know, it's interesting that you let in with that because it's, you know, we talked about all the different things that happens as you get older. You know, the pliability goes away, and you're not as pliable as you used to, not as flexible as you used to be. There's some things that you shouldn't do, which is interesting because I had just done that show that we talked about. Guys should be real careful what you do because you cannot do what you used to do. And I got a buddy of mine from high school that drives a truck and does different things, and he's moving boxes, this, that, and the other. And of course, he's my age, and he's been doing it basically his whole life, and he tore his bicep tendon. Tore his bicep tendon off
painful.
the bone
Yeah.
doing
Oh, that's terrible.
something he's done
For
forever and
years.
ever and ever.
Just a
So
normal
it's just one of-
routine.
normal routine. So you've got to be aware of what really truly happens to your body. And one of the things that we talk about, especially for guys, flexibility. Flexibility in the hamstrings, in the lower back, and core strength. Core strength, your abdominals and your back. Because what happens is when your flexibility goes and your core goes, you get yourself in trouble, not just because they're not attached as well, but because you get in the wrong body position. And a lot of times you hurt yourself
An
only
awkward
because,
position.
yes, you're in an awkward position on the basketball court. That you've pulled that rebound down the way you've done 50 million times, but just this one time, you had to bend a little more than you're used to, and since you're not as flexible, or if your core is not where it used to be, then you get in trouble. That's when you tweak things. So what I want to go over today when we come back is purely core and lower back, things that you can do at home. You notice we have nothing. There's
that's
nothing
good.
here. There's no equipment. There's no weights. I'm not going to make you hold a vacuum cleaner hose
Oh,
over
no.
your head again. All right. We're going to do some stuff for your core and your lower back.
You think core strength is the most important?
Core is the key on anyone, and not just for when you get older, but athletes. You know, the stronger your core is, the easier it is for you to do whatever it is you're doing.
Gotcha.
Because it connects the upper body and the lower body. So core has ultimate of importance.
All right, we'll be back with Don after a break. We're going to take a look at our community calendar.
Okay.
Back. John Dean's over there in the kitchen laughing at us.
Yeah.
Yes, 'cause
They're
we-
over there cooking vegetables
Yeah.
again. I hate when you guys do that because I just want to like stay and eat.
Got
We'll
us
let you-
kneeling.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We're going to do simple planks
All
and
right.
what they call Supermans. But we're going to go through a series of different types. You notice there is no equipment. So let's get down on our
Okay.
elbows and
Planks,
our toes
right?
and get up in the planks starting now. All right. Now, notice that both of them are straight. The back is straight, the head is straight, everything is straight. You are working your core when you're doing this. You're working your abdominals, you're working your obliques. You're also getting some of your stabilizers through your shoulders with your legs straight. We're going to go from this plank.
Yeah, my back, I feel it the most.
Right. And it works everything. So now you're going to go flat down on the floor.
Okay.
Go flat down on the floor.
Okay.
Put your arms at your sides. We're going to do a simple chest off the ground and back down. And just keep repeating that up and down, up and down.
People at home, you
Up
can do this too.
Down. Well, that's the whole idea behind
Right.
this. This particular one, Superman, quote unquote, that we're doing, where you're raising the chest up off the ground,
Yeah,
is the
I
simplest
feel
of
that.
all of them to do. So, because everybody does core, everybody does abdominals, but they ignore the spinal erectors, and they also ignore the flexibility of the back. Let's get back to the plank. Go back up to plank.
I'm really
Go.
feeling this in my rhomboids.
Up and hold. Now, this time while you're doing the
think
up
I have
and
a
hold,
rhomboid.
let's pick up your right foot
What?
and put it back down. then your
You guys
left
got to
foot.
do this at
Left
home
foot,
too.
Then your left foot, back and forth. And now we're starting to work from one side
Lower
to
body.
the other on the abdominals, and we're getting some hip flexor and a little bit, oh God, is that what you just said? And a little bit of everything else in with it. Let's go back down to the floor.
Oh, my gluteus minimus.
But
Thank
this
you.
time, stick the arms straight out in front of you.
Okay.
This
You're
is the
going to
Superman.
raise up your arms and your legs at the same time and back down. Bring them back up. Now here's the deal behind this, and just keep going over and over and over again. If you have lower back issues,
This position right here.
this
yeah.
one, keep going, keep going. This one could cause you a little bit of problems. So you would normally start with just the chest up off the ground for a short little bit until
Right.
you move to this one, okay? This one's very simple,
It's a long
very
30
nice.
seconds,
Isn't
Don.
that nice? It is a long 30 seconds. Back up on your elbows, back up for plank.
All right.
Up and lock. Now, this is the fun one. I want you to take your right arm, reach up and touch your left shoulder and bring it back down.
Like this?
Yep, and bring it down.
Okay.
Now go to the other side and touch with the other hand,
Right.
back and forth. Now we're still doing plank, but because we're twisting to the side and side, we get a little of the rotation in the
Right.
abdominals. We're recruiting more muscles, and your back is still straight. So we're not having the problem with people who have back issues where they're trying. Keep going. We didn't say, no, you got to pick the elbow up.
I almost tip
Just
over
don't-
about
Don't
right
just
now.
wave your hand at your elbow. You got to come, there you go. So,
I almost tip over.
but you're doing wonderful.
Oh, you're doing such a good
Okay,
job.
let's go back down to the floor, face down,
this
face
is-
down, face down.
Oh,
Stick
I
your
like
arms
this.
straight out in front of
Here we
you.
go.
Now we're going to cross over. I want you to pick up your left arm and your right leg at the same time. Go.
Like that.
And down. Now the other side. And down. The thing that's important is that you're face down, that the leg comes up, not just the foot. Carl, you're doing this perfect.
Oh,
Keep
thank you.
going.
You know, Don, these are simple but effective exercises.
Right, but you see, you're going to get two effects on this, and keep going while I'm talking.
Oh,
this
sure.
looks like we're getting somewhere. So, the good thing about this is, A, we are working the strength and muscles of your lower back and your abdominals. But
Yes,
at the
we
same
are.
time, we are gaining flexibility. Okay, back up to the plank. Up to the plank. Now, here's the fun one. All the way up, all the way up.
no.
Now, I want you to rock over and straighten your left arm out so you're coming up to a up, nope, all the way up, like a push-up.
Oh, like a
Yeah,
push-up.
keep going, and then back down.
Oh,
Then go
okay.
back down. And
Like
back
that?
up. There you go, Carl. Watch Carl. That's it.
Yeah.
Keep
Oh,
going,
okay.
keep going,
This
keep
is how
going,
it's
keep
done.
going. And then
Okay.
back up, and then go back down, up,
Okay.
keep going up, keep going down.
This is hard on the rotator.
This is a little hard on everything. This is the one that I can't do because of my elbows. And stop.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but understand what we just did. We're working the abdominals, we're working the lower back at the same
Right.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Which also helps your flexibility.
Yes,
and the
it
core does everything all the way through your torso.
I am nice and loose now.
And that's the idea behind it. And it's a simple abdominal that you can do without putting that lower back in jeopardy. So,
That's good.
y'all did great.
Don, have a good weekend.
Y'all have just a wonderful time. I hope
Yes.
everybody enjoys the beautiful weather.
Yeah,
We
get out and
will be.
enjoy. Fresh Central in the kitchen when we come back.
I was an investigator